They were people that belonged to our church, and their brother that I never met was nearly mortally wounded in combat. And then he came back. He was alive, and he came back. And I remember the morning that he came into Lincoln Avenue Baptist Church. He was in his dress greens, and right after the service, he and several of the elders and the pastor escaped back into the pastor's study. A few weeks later, it seemed that there was the pastor who announced that he was quitting. He was going to quit the pastorate. He joined the army and became a chaplain, and he went to Vietnam. Jack Hopkins, my Sunday school teacher, his son was in Vietnam. He was a door gunner on a chopper, and so I worked, I took kind of over Dennis's job, behind the hay baler and feeding the calves. I worked on the farm for Jack Hopkins during that period of time while Dennis was in Vietnam. And then it came closer, and I started, we go to parties, and some of the guys coming back from Nam, you could see something very strange going on with them, and some guys were coming back in body bags, and so, I know that, I'm next in line on this thing. And so I have my first brush with existentialism, in which I'm really starting to question, what is life all about? So that's when I began seriously reading, hours and hours and hours a day, and I made the mistake of reading the book of Acts. When I read the book of Acts, all of a sudden it's not just words. It's not just verses I'm memorizing in church. It's not out of a quarterly. I'm reading real things that take place, and I am watching the movies play in my mind. And this is when it happens for me, that all of a sudden words become movies, and I see the movies play. And if I read one gospel account and doesn't agree with another one, all of a sudden the movie comes to a screeching halt. The film breaks.